A try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score Armadillos 7, Buccaneers 0. Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But you look at this defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young.
This will go to Henry out wide.
No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Young working out of the gun.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, set.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run.
Very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Armadillos.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Armadillos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Buccaneers, nothing. Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Okay, ready?
Young to throw it. And it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Ready?
To throw, Young. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Armadillos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 64 yards from the red zone now. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Channing Tindall, the one who got through to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Ready.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Ready.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Green Jack. Ready.
Young now. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Isaiah Foskey. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Slice blue.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Buccaneers, nothing. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But If you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Young Wei Koo is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on 15-yard line.
Ready,
The
ready.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Young.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
10 cycles. Hey.
Now a first down throw for Young. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. Well, that is now his fifth interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Second and 6.
Play action. It's Wilson.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
A shot, but it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
and the Armadillos are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A first down throw for Young. And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not in until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Armadillos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready up.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Young.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here is Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Smash. Red.
On 2nd down, Young again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Austin.
Here we go, set.
Running right, it's Pollard. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Wilson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, enough.
Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Pollard again.
80 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
A nice performance last week. Recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
10. Viking 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Here's Hardman to return.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Wilson on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Wilson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big 4th quarter.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Pollard going to try the right side.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a second and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. 92 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Hurry! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And they will take a knee here.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for Austin,
they get that important 10th win to finish the regular season at 10-7.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers,
this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-13 campaign.
And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.